My name is Andy Rashawn.
And I'm Zach Carr.
And we're going to go and show you guys how to do the jump shot.
Woo! Alright, here's Andy showing the typical skills, fundamental skills and elements that are going to be involved with shooting a jump shot. You're going to have follow the beef principles. So you want to have good balance. You can see that he's parallel, knees are bent, he's got good balance. The E is going to be for elbow. You can see his elbow is going to be tucked in right here. It's not going to be chicken winged. Show him a chicken wing there. Yeah, you don't want no chicken wings. Keep your elbow in. You're going to have your left hand here, if you're a right-handed shooter, as a guide hand. And you have that ball cocked down, ready to go. The next E is for eyes. You're going to have your eyes up and on the target, ready for the shot. And the F is for follow through. Let's see it, Andy. Boom. We call that buckets.
We're going to do force motion. Force motion is when all the forces are going to align in one direction. So with Zach right now, he's going to spin the ball out, take a step in. All his forces are aligned for the shot to go towards the basket. When he takes that step in, you notice, Zach, can you step in for me? There you go. All his force is going towards the basket. Everything is going directly towards the basket. And at the last moment, we're going to have extension at the height of the shot. So, extension at release. We'll show this. Here he goes. I'll force motion, extension at the release towards the rim. And that's how he's going to get the ball there the whole way. And he's going to get the right arc on it. Now, we're going to show Zach taking a dribble while still keeping all of his force in one line towards the rim. There's the long step, that hard dribble, straight up and extension at the release. Just the exact same things. And Zach is about, I'd say about 5'9", 5'10". So notice where he's releasing the ball from and the arc that he's putting on it. That is big for the shorter guys. You need to be able to have the right amount of arc to get it over the defenders, as well as give yourself a better chance to put the ball in the rim. That is why we teach these shorter guys to make sure that they're getting the right arc on their shot. Notice all the forces, straight up, arc, and it's in the basket. Okay, lastly, the spin. This is the biggest thing on a basketball. A lot of people have side spin, but the biggest thing is back spin. When you have backspin, you will give the ball a better shot to get in the rim because it will hit any part and then kind of roll back in. Notice, Zach, he gets elbow underneath him, just like we did before. Extension at release. Oh, sorry about that. And the backspin. One more time. You'll really, really notice the backspin.
Okay, when talking about the type of practice to use, obviously it depends on the skill level of the player, but we feel that the whole part whole type of practice would be the best. You know, you go and you allow them to shoot a jump shot, do the whole entire skill, and then you watch them a few times, and maybe after that you correct them. Break a few things down. Like Andy, you need to get your knees bent a little bit more. You have a little bit more balance and explode off that jump shot. There you go. Break it down a little bit more for them. And then at the end, after you've broken things down, told them what they need to do better, you can allow them to go do the whole skill again. Make jump shots like that. And if it's more an elite skill level, most athletes will correct mistakes on their own.
Okay, right now, this is when the learner is in the cognitive stage, where they're not very familiar with how to shoot the basketball. They don't know many skills or the technique, nor the critical elements of the skill yet. In this stage, I will talk about 3 main points, because I cannot teach more than that because he is not familiar with these movements yet. So the 3 things that, Zach, I want you to focus on while doing this skill are keeping your feet balanced, shoulder width apart, elbow in, and high release point. That's all I want him to focus on right now. Those are the 3 things. If you can tell your athlete 3 things to focus on, he can remember those 3 things. If I give him more, that might overload him, and he won't know how to do the skill in the proper way that I'm trying to get it. We're in the associative stage. So the associative stage is when Zach is more familiar with the skill, his movements are a little bit more fluid, and he actually has some knowledge of the skill. As you can see, he's still getting balanced. We're still working on the 3 things: balance, elbow, and high release. In this stage, however, I'm going to give him a little bit more feedback than before. So when he steps in, I need to tell him all the time, Zach, make sure you're staying balanced on every shot. Every shot, you got to get your feet shoulder width apart. Keep that elbow in, your guide hand on the ball, and keep your fingers spread more when you shoot at the top. And make sure you're getting that backspin. There we go. Good, backspin. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Make sure we're staying balanced, feet wide, fingers spread, high release. One more time. Good. Step it in, wide base, good shot. This is the autonomous stage. In this stage, Zach, he can correct himself. He's very familiar with the skill. His motions are very fluid, and he's been practicing the skill over and over again. Good, Zach. What did you feel you did well there?
I had really good balance, and I extended really high, and I had a lot of backspin, you can tell, because I got that bounce.
Great.
Hit the front of the rim.
Exactly. Good. You notice his balance. If anything is just a little bit off, he can correct it himself. Good. And the best thing you want to do is encourage your athletes to make mistakes. Making mistakes shows that they're learning. Shows that they're actually learning the skill, not just hearing it. We want to thank you all again for watching this video on how to do the jump shot. Right now I'm about to rehash the critical elements that we did before and the beef principle. After that, we are going to explain why we believe this will be beneficial for our athletic coaches on how to do the jump shot. The skill of the jump shot is we're going to go over the beef principle again. It's about having, the B is for balance. You notice that he has got great balance. His knees are bent. His feet are pointed towards his target. For the E, his elbow. His elbow is at a 90-degree angle. It's in line with his big toe, his knee, and his wrist, or in his index finger. Now, the other E is for eyes. His eyes are up, pointed towards the target. And the F is for follow through and the release. You notice how his release is high and the extension and the trajectory is at an angle of which matches his height. To get the ball over the rim. Long is always better than short. Lastly, we want to make sure that we're getting that backspin on the basketball, because that is huge for it to go in. It betters the odds. We believe this video is beneficial for coaches because you're able to really see the different angles at which your players are shooting at. You know, we're giving you an in-depth look at where your player's elbow is, their fingers are. You know, are they wide enough on the ball? Are their hands in the right position? Is it just that their feet are just a little bit off and maybe that's why they're missing jump shots? Are they not releasing it at the highest point? Or are they? You know, that's why we believe that this video is very beneficial. It'll show you all these little things that make a jump shot great. We want to thank you again for watching this, and we hope that this video actually helped you learn something and now can help you teach others how to shoot a jump shot just like this.